All right, looks like we are live, friend girl.
Hey.
Stay in the studio. What is this mess showing me? I don't know what it's showing me. I got a weird thing that pops up, of course. And pushing on my second screen over here doesn't want to show, doesn't want to play. But that's okay. We'll just work through it anyway.
Yeah, we will.
I think it has something to do with this little box thing. And I know I can't show it to you because you're on your phone. Right. So we'll just talk about it. So this thing's called a stream deck, okay, and it lets you just do things with a little button. And it's like you can even turn the page. Like if you've got something on the screen and you're trying to show it, you can turn the page from this screen.
Oh, okay.
It's super cool. I just don't know how to work the damn thing. But the whole intention
figure it out.
Yeah, the whole intention was just so I could get that phone line going, which. Okay, I don't have that done yet, but I'll get to it. We'll get it all done. It's going to happen.
Yeah, we will.
So today, when I found the free content, I was like, holy cow.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
The Gypverse is moving along.
It was wonderful. Hey there. How you doing?
Mama?
Yeah, good to see you, hon. So glad you came in. I know glad you had some free time. I know you're always busy. I know you are. Her babies are so beautiful. I'm telling you, they are. So we're just going to talk for a minute about Nick.
Yeah. Little Red, you're very staticky. Your voice sounds kind of not really robot-y, but very staticky.
Okay, let me see if it's this. Hang on. I think it has something to do with this right here.
I thought it was because I didn't have my earbuds in, but Mom said she can hear it too.
Okay, let me fix it right here then. Let me see. It's got to be right here. Okay, hang on. I think it might be these. Audio. Okay. So you can reduce.
Yeah, I was in such a hurry.
Reduce. Cancel it. Got that. Okay.
Get out of work and back, so.
Yeah. Is it okay now? I hope it's okay.
No, it still sounds the same.
Damn it. I don't want to have this problem. Oh, I think I know what it is. Hang on a minute. You got to turn this thing off. Just a second. Let me turn this camera. It's trying to pick up from both things. Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom. And I thought it was just me.
Well, hang on. Let me get this thing. I have to turn this off. I have to turn this other camera off. Hang on. System. I'm going to plug it. I think it's this. And it's this one. And it's this one. Okay. Does that help?
No.
I don't know what the hell, man. Oh, look, now it's over on the other screen. I'll be deep. Okay, just a second. I don't want to have a problem. Come on. Okay, you just keep talking while I figure it out. Okay.
Mom said StreamYard used to do that to her when she was on the cell phone sometimes, and she would have to close it and come back.
Okay. Sound.
StreamYard is just so particular.
It's driving me insane. Okay. I need this fixed. Well, I hope I don't have to go out and come back in. Let me change. Hang on. Let me change my earbud out and see if it's that one. Is it any clearer now?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. I think it was that earbud.
Yeah, that's better. You're good, girl.
Great. So I started picking through this stuff about Nicholas Godejohn that we found, and I really wish I could get that over there. Anyway, and there were some handwritten letters to the judges and things like that. One of them was from 2025, and so that's
really?
the thing. Yeah, I want to pull that up first. Now the thing is, I can only pull it up on the computer because iPad and iPhone does not jive with Google Docs. So that creates a little bit of a problem. So here's what I'm going to do. It's right here. I don't think it's going to throw us out. I think it'll let me just keep going. So let me go pull this up, and it's under Nick's mess. Nicholas, here we go. I think I'll be able to show it on the screen, but I'm not sure. Here we go. Come on. Get big, baby. open with Google Docs. Here we go. Hope everybody had a wonderful day. Oh, come on, open up. Oh, I swear when it rains, it pours. Okay, it's not want to
You
show
got
that
it. Take your time.
open with
No rush.
PDF viewer. Let's see if this works. All right. I think this might work. There it is. Okay. Then the next thing I'm going to do is come over here and I hear that. Goddamn. I'm sorry. Let me come over here and share the screen real quick. I can hear that noise coming again.
Yeah, it's probably because I don't have my earbuds in. I'm so sorry. I was in such a hurry to get out of work that I just left them sitting on my desk.
Let me share my screen. Then what I'll do is, okay, we both just can't talk at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, is it going to show it? There it is. Where's my StreamYard? Oh, here it is. All right, there is the handwritten letter. Okay, I got to mute you while I talk. Okay, there's this handwritten letter, and it is to the judge from Nicholas. And this was just back July 6th of 2025. Now hey Meow, how you doing, girl? Good to see you. I'm so glad you came in. So poor Meow, I did a little short this afternoon about, hey, guess what I got? Blah blah. And I think she thought it was like the real live, but anyway, I was so happy to see her. But it was just a little thing to talk about what we're going to talk about. But this is so interesting right here. And it's a petitioner's response, and it's talking about his case number. And let's see, I'm going to have to get over here to try to read it. It's a little small. Let me get over here and make it bigger. Just a second, guys. All right. So it says, Honorable Beth Phillips, I wish to start off by stating clearly that I am illiterate of the law. So please bear with me. First and foremost, I know that the judicial system has been broken since 1913 with the establishment of the Federal Reserve, replacing gold, and also the barter system. Okay, guys. That's how it starts out. But now, okay. See, he's not illiterate, though. He can't say that. All right, here we go. Oh, my God. Oops, let me go back over here. So then he goes on. It's a little bit hard to read, but hang on. He goes, the judicial system has brought the demise of countless black, white, and Indians, black and white folks and Indians even further back since the funding of this country in 1776, which started with the aristocrats of slavery. Now, this is just his writing, it's kind of hard, of slavery in Black Forth, and then the genocide of the Indian folk, stealing their land that could have spared plenty of, I'm sorry, it says could have spared plenty of bloodshed, resulting in all living in harmony. And then it goes, something the land, okay, sharing the land together and growing together as the inherent brothers and sisters. What's he trying to say? And I think he's trying to say instinctively or instinctively. Anyway, I don't know what he's trying to write there because it's not spelled right. And I don't know what it is. Or, another one, something as humans, something about species of humans. The prison system has been broken since the 1950s, with almost no reform since 1977. With this lawsuit of something House Reformatory on basis of hellish conditions brought upon the sick, disabled, and young and poor, which led to the closure of its doors in 1987. It seems that something still hasn't learned, and then I can't see over, it's kind of written over a little bit. The judicial system, as I may be the first injustice brought to the public eye, which has I'm sorry, guys, general consensus that if my case doesn't see a turning back to the trial, then Lady Justice was dead a long time ago. And bring was bound, gagged, and blindfolded, and just, oh boy, something before being extended by an imposter pretending to be Lady Justice. Have the system that has, I don't know how they can read this, has something over the public to present day, and has failed to something justification for that sick, disabled, elderly, as well as the young, and the mm, something since. I'm sorry, guys. The judicial system was found oh boy, it was formed in the early years of the country, leaving behind all except the rich to pay for justice, blinding legs, justice eyes, and anyone evident of the 99% of the cases being poor folks to be lost in the justice system, with turning a blind eye to true justice. That gives relief to the poor just as much as the rich, not abandoning the principles of every, oh boy, okay, not abandoning the principles as they state to acquit the innocent and provide lenient judgment of those in special cases as mine. Okay, in special cases as mine, as does to the proving diagnosis of my autism makes it so. All right, so hold on just a second. Now, this is where he starts going into his autism is the reason why he did this. I want y'all to think about that for a second. Let me get a drink of water. It's really poorly written and it's really hard to read, which I guess that shows he's. I had to get water. I don't know if that shows that. Okay, I'm not sure what he's trying to show with this, but we'll just keep going because it's kind of interesting. But anyway, oops, wrong one. So then he goes, the evidence has already been provided for you that my brain thinks differently than everyone in its adolescent state of mind, being stuck at the age of 15 mentally and knowing that it's permanent. I've already owned up to my guilt. So to keep me incarcerated for life without parole would be violating my Eighth Amendment due to my mental status, which requires support. I'm not getting any by being incarcerated for this time. There is no cure for my mental deficit, just only understanding. So, Your Honor, if you send back a case to retrial, you will help the many others in need case law, which for people who suffer from the same mental deficit as I do. This is lost in the system now, and is also maybe what's the word he's trying to say here? Maybe something, I don't know. But the question I have is, do you have the courage and the sense of something to do what is truly right rather than to go along with the broken system? But that chance is yours, Judge. I pray it is one with no regret. Thank you for listening to me. Well, golly, now that was really hard to read, and it doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? I know, violating the rights. I know, right? Sprinkled. Let me unmute you so you can talk. Here you go. So, what do you think?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Letitia. That's all I could think of. Saying a whole bunch of stuff about nothing. Like he had literally no point. Just don't let me stay in jail the rest of my life because it's not fair. All the other stuff he could have left out.
Amen. Now let me go get the other one. Now there's another one that he typed. He typed the next one.
He uses some words in there that I'm pretty surprised of. He's definitely not illiterate. He used some big words. He used some 75-cent words in there.
All right. Now this is weird how it ended up on the page. This is from July the 6th, and this is some kind of, it's been typed. So I'm gonna read this one too. Let me make sure, can you see? Let me see if y'all can see. No, I gotta change the view on that one. So we were on this one. So I'm going to close this one. All right. And we're going
I
to
wonder if the judge
share this other
responds to
one.
that.
Well, that's what I'm looking for. And I'm going to find it if I can. Right here. Yeah, this is the one I want right here. All right. Now, come back over here. All right. Now I'm going to read this one to you and see what y'all think because it's been typed out. You'll probably read it better. I just hope it makes sense. Here we go. Okay. This is a habeas corpus response. Judge Phillips, I respectfully submit this letter with the understanding that I am not trained in law. Please bear with me as I speak from the heart as best I can. First and foremost, I believe, okay, so he's talked about our judicial system being broken and the replacement of the gold standard. I thought, what if this is the same letter, but somebody typed it for him? Because, well, wait a minute. Now, here's something. The system has drifted away from serving the people. Even further back, our nation's founding in 1776 included horrific injustices, slavery, the genocide of indigenous people, and theft of their lands. These wrongs, rooted in violence and division, could have been avoided if we had chosen a path of unity and peace. Now that sounds better, right? Ooh. Instead of growing together in harmony, our society is fractured. We now carry those divisions into the very system meant to uphold justice. The prison system has remained largely unchanged since the 1950s, with little meaningful reform since the 77 Penhurst lawsuit. Now, I'd like to know what that lawsuit is, which exposed the abusive treatment of society's most vulnerable, the sick, disabled, young, and the poor, the resulting closure of Penhurst in 1987 should have been a wake-up call. Yet society and now the justice system itself appears to not have learned a lesson. I may be the first person in recent memory to bring this kind of injustice to light so directly. I worry that if my case is not sent back for retrial, it will confirm to the public our system is no longer capable of correcting its mistakes. It seems like Lady Justice has long been bound, gagged, and blinded. No longer, okay, I don't know what he's trying to say there.
I
No longer,
found
oh,
out about Penhurst.
say what you're going to say. I got to mute myself.
Penhurst in 1977, Penhurst State School and Hospital in Pennsylvania was the subject of a landmark court ruling, Halderman and Penhurst declaring its conditions unconstitutional, establishing a patient's right to rehabilitation, and ordering closure due to severe abuse and neglect, a pivotal moment in disability rights that exposed horrific treatment, leading to its eventual closure and transformation into a site for ghost tours and historic preservation, sparking debate over exploitation versus remembrance. So it was a state school and hospital, previously known as the Eastern Pennsylvania State Institution for the Feeble-Minded and Epileptic.
That's incredible. Okay, I'm going to finish reading this. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, now let me go back over here and get on it. Okay. Then it says, true justice to the sick, disabled, elderly, and destitute. Instead, our system now serves primarily those who can, he's trying to say afford, but he says who can AUORD it. The result is that the majority, especially the poor, are often overlooked or discarded. I ask you to consider that I am autistic with confirmed mental disabilities that have left me developmentally frozen at the age of 15. This has proven in prior evaluations. I have fully acknowledged my actions and accepted responsibility. However, I respectfully argue that keeping me incarcerated for life without the possibility of parole just violates my Eighth Amendment rights. My condition requires understanding and support, not indefinite punishment in a system not equipped to provide either. There is no cure for autism, only accommodations and compassion. Continued incarceration without appropriate care denies my basic humanity. Justice, if it is so to mean anything, must also include mercy. Finally, I ask you this. Do you have the courage and integrity to do what is right, even if it goes against the grain of our broken system? I hope you choose what your conscience knows is just, not only for me, but for the others like me who remain lost in the system with similar cognitive disabilities. Thank you for your time. Okay, so that was his actual response, all typed out so that everybody could, understand what he was saying. Now I'm going to say this. Um, uh, I I don't like the fact that now he's coming back and telling us he's stuck at 15 years old. Okay, hang on a minute. I'm going to turn you on just a second. We have a kind of a problem because Sprinkle left her earbuds at the office, and so if we both have our mics on, it does this little reverb kind of a thing, and you get a lot of feedback, and we can't hear each other and all that mess. That is why I'm having to turn her off and turn her back on. I'm so sorry, guys. So just bear with me. All right, I'm gonna turn you back on. Hang on. All right. I don't like the fact that he's using that now. I mean, but here's the thing. If you remember back, he always planned on using that as the reason why he should not go to prison. I mean, you can go all the way back to the very beginning in some of the videos and some of the talking and just some of the other things. And he talks about his mental disability, So, okay, go ahead, Sprinkle.
Oh, somebody definitely took that original letter and rewrote that for him. It seems to me like that was a rewrite of the original. Maybe his attorney or somebody's mom or somebody rewrote that.
Some jailhouse lawyers, one of the other prisoners.
Definitely somebody rewrote that because that was basically the same points that was in that first letter.
Right. Oh boy. Now let me go over here to this and get off of that one. I'm going to pull up some other stuff here. Whoops, I got to go back over here. Okay. See all of this, right? Let me get this over here on the screen so y'all can see exactly what I have here because it is a lot of stuff. Share my screen. Okay. Okay. Share. Now, this is all of this stuff. It's all like, I mean, you have to go through here and pick out what you want to see. I have videos. I have all kinds of things that we can look at. So I just want to let y'all know that. But I just thought it was interesting because this is from 2025 that he sent these things over to this judge. But see, the thing is his other appeal had already been filed and was still in process. Hang on a minute. I got to do this. So sorry. It's still in process when he wrote that. I mean, that's what I need to find is that other appeal that they filed, his last chance to get his sentence changed is in the hands of a group of the appeals court. It's a judge of 3 panels. Three people make up the panel that make this decision, and they're going to vote on yes or no. So, and majority is going to win on this deal. It should be happening now or February. They have not said. Oh, but hey, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Let me tell you about something else I found out today. Okay, you know that there is going to be. I got to turn you off. I'm sorry. Hang on. There's going to be a documentary come out that's about Wade Wilson. I'm very upset about this. It's going to come onto Netflix, I think January the 20th, right? Then also, his appeal is going to be, his appeals hearing is going to happen February the 5th. So I think we're going to be able to watch that appeal hearing over in Florida, the Florida Supreme Court. I think we're going to be able to watch that, okay? Very interesting. I wanted to let y'all know that. Okay, I'm gonna turn you back on, Sprinkles. You can talk while I look up this document. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm looking up right now. I'm looking up his appeal on let's see what it says, see if I can find anything. Nicholas Godejohn's most recent appeal for a new trial was denied early in 2024. As of late 2025, there are no news of further appeals being considered or adjudicated in 2025.
Okay, that's not exactly right because I know that for a fact that this new thing is going to come out in January, February. So it is a special. Hang on a second. It's a special. What do they call this? It's like the if this is denied, there's nothing else he can do. This will be it because it was filed in late 2024, early 2025.
Oh, here we go. I found it. As of January 2026, Nicholas Godejohn's legal team has filed a new appeal for a new trial, arguing ineffective counsel and diminished mental capacity. The decision to grant a new trial rests with a panel of 3 judges, and there is no set time frame for the court to make a filing. Godejohn's public defenders argue that his mental state, including a diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder, prevented him from the premeditation required for a first-degree murder conviction. They contend the jury should have only found him guilty of second-degree murder, similar to the charge of Gypsy Road Blanchard.
That's exactly which one I was talking about.
Yeah.
So,
The last appeal was filed December 2023. Building on previous denied appeals, it is currently awaiting a decision.
Okay, great. Hey, well, I'll be glad to hear it, but there's just so much fascinating information over here from this information they released, and it was kind of funny because I was just tripping around on YouTube seeing what's going on, and then I saw this thing where Gypsy Rose was putting strikes on every one of those people. So they decided to just beat her at her own game and release it out to anybody who wanted it. And you can make all the content you want because you cannot go after every single person.
Right?
I thought to myself, that is too freaking funny. That is too freaking funny. Yeah, get to the point, Nick, right? But yeah, he's planning on using his autism. Now, should he or shouldn't he? I mean, I think about that. I mean, we do know he has diminished capabilities. We do know that he is mentally challenged. We do know that he is stuck at a certain age. I don't know that it's 15, and I'll tell you why I don't think it's 15. It's because when you watch these videos of him and her going back and forth and all these different personalities and all these different things they're talking about, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think, Sprinkle?
I agree. I don't think that's the mind of a 15-year-old, the way he's talking.
It seems a little bit more adult than that.
Much more.
Much more, yeah. Let me go see if I can find this video. Hang on a second. Y'all talk amongst yourself while I go find this video that I want to show you. And it's in this bunch of stuff. So hang on. All right.
Yeah, he definitely is a different breed of humans. That is for sure. I mean, he's never denied the fact of what he did, but I do agree that I think I don't know that prison is the right place for him, nor should he have different charges than her. They should both have the same charges. And like Little Red said, too, his mom lost her life because of this, too. It wasn't just Dee Dee. And I wonder how long all of this drama is going to go on with her. I wonder even if she gets off the internet and goes away, if people will let it go. Especially now, the way she's carrying on about her Christianity and God and all of these things. I think that's just adding fuel to the fire. Because there's nothing that she's ever going to do where people are going to take her seriously. Where the majority of the people aren't going to look at her for anything other than being someone who killed her mom.
Exactly. Let me go back here and see if I can share this screen. It's doing this thing. It's there's a bunch of these prison emails over here and stuff, and I'm trying to get this. You had to install this downloader thing and then this other thing in order to be able to read them. It's so crazy, but okay. Okay, come on, thing. Get back over here. StreamYard. Okay. Let's see. Let me see if I can open this file. Hang on, guys. Come on, open. Don't give me no problems. Okay, it's already open. Okay, good. Now, go back over here and see if I can get this to open up. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, download. Come on now. Don't do that. Yeah, I really want to bring this forward. I really want y'all to see some of this stuff. It just keeps doing this stupid shit over here. Oh, All right. Well, maybe we'll have to show this other one when I get this thing figured out. Because they're all the Facebook emails, all that stuff. It's all here. It's so amazing how much stuff. So, go back over here and see if I can get this other thing. I'll tell you what we're going to do while I look for some of that. We're going to do this. Nick, go to John. Hang on. Let's do this. Okay. I don't want to go to into the weeds right this second, but we might have to. Listen, this Gypsy's X, okay, not that right there. Hang on a minute. Number 7. Oh, here's where we left off the other day. We were watching these, and this is number 7. Remember, I think Meow was in there with us, and we were watching this. We can watch this one while I try to find this stuff. Come on, get big, get big. Oh, here we go. Come on, go.
If anything, Maman says, if anything, I would think it would not help his case. What is to say he couldn't be manipulated again, according to his version?
After thinking it a little bit, just earlier, honey, that pause of silence.
Oh, man, come on.
I might as well.
You know what? I agree with that because I think he does not need to be where he can do anything else because, yes, somebody else will manipulate him again. You cannot make his immature mind or his mental state where it is. You can't change that. Wherever he's stuck is where he's stuck, and that's a big problem if you let him out in the free world. Look at Gypsy, same shit. I mean, look at her, dangerous as hell, but she's still out there, you know, crazy. I mean, when I listen to him talk, it's a little bit fascinating.
Well,
not the yawning. I don't like that part, but come
on. Stop this video. But before I stop it, I'm gonna draw something right on paper right now.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna draw something.
Shit.
Oh yeah, it's a Kid Rock. Kid Rock, the artist Kid Rock. It's fits in one of his official concert actual shirts. I'm gonna draw something on here, and I'm gonna show you it on cam before I let go.
Okay.
Before I stop the video, baby.
Let me make this bigger for
And
you.
you ask me, why do I do this?
Yeah, why do you do it?
Because it's my way
Here we go.
of communicating to you in the way I want to.
He is very controlling. I want y'all to know. When you start listening to all this, and I mean listening,
and yes, I'm
controlling.
I'm watching my game version of basketball. If you hear that sound in the background. Now I just need a. There we go. Now, what am I gonna draw for my honey bunny? Let's find out, baby. Something that I feel like I would show you before I stop. So we'll draw a.
He's watching basketball. Yeah, I must have to speed this up.
He has a really long neck.
He does. It's weird, isn't it? I'm sorry.
Remember my soulmate
like a really long neck and a little tiny
my
head.
one sign that reminded you that you can't deny it. It's the full pure truth, but nothing but the truth.
Really?
It's your soulmate based on the sign symbol telling you so.
Oh, he drew on a heart. Well, that's sweet. Yeah. Okay. Oh.
And if you want a better view, you can always do it that way.
Let's see if we can find this thing over here. Come on.
There you go, baby. I figured I would give you that symbol to remind you that this video you just watched was without a doubt.
Come on, come on. Oh, I gotta unzip. Oh, now I get it.
Oh, I'm looking at the corner of the screen. It's kind of cool. You get to see my dream catcher. But yeah, honey.
Okay, this one file in here is a
like you can tell, I'm
zip file.
not fully
I have to
in it
unzip
right now,
it.
honey. It's almost
hang on.
16 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna end it right here, baby. But at least I got to share something with you.
All right.
The freaking
Where it's doing
soulmate
its thing.
picture. Soulmate symbol.
All right, let's go find something
So
else
if
to
you
watch while we
ever,
wait on this to
so if
unload.
I,
All right, the zip files take a little bit of time extra to, to open up and then put the things there. Anyway, let's go to Into the Weeds and hang on a second. Here we go. Let me go over here to this other thing that I know they. Hang on a second. Oh, look at all this. There's so much to look at, right? It's wonderful. Disc 5, Gypsy's part into Nick, Gypsy and Demona, Gypsy and Dee Dee. Number 10. Look, we started watching, but we didn't finish. Let's watch some more of this one right quick. Oh, this thing opens up.
My trueness to you and everything like that. You're always gonna be deserving of it. And then you'll wonder why I treat you like a queen. It's because I feel you deserve it. If I didn't feel you deserve it, I would have not even bothered with that relationship. I'm being honest. I wouldn't have really even bothered with it. I noticed you didn't answer about what I said with my minus blood.
I'm gonna have to.
It's true though, what I said. It is true. You said you're
It's
gonna
hard
stop
to
hurting me.
understand.
Honey, that's a good idea. Stop doing it. But if you're gonna push me away, do it in the proper way. For some men, ones who understand the female psychology, luckily I'm one of them, I only understand the basic of it, but at least I understand it to a point. Ones like me who understand it to a point, you got to understand that.
Okay, y'all, listen carefully. He understands female psychology. Really? Because you didn't even realize you're being manipulated. So Nicholas, I think you're a little bit wrong about that, sweetie. Sorry. I mean, that just shows the immaturity right there, It really does. Golly, poor thing.
I am going to obviously expect that you want me to put it closer. As long as you give it between you and me, I'll expect it that way. You don't ever bring another solo. I'm always going to think it that way. As soon as you bring up another solo, I'm going to think of it as you're purposely trying to hurt me. Like I did earlier. But I'm pretty much past that now, as long as you don't do it again. And you said you weren't going to do it again? We'll see about that.
He is going to do it again.
I say we'll see about that because you've repeated things in the past of other things you said you were going to do.
Mm-hmm. You see if that's unzipped yet, y'all. Hang on.
And the thing is that you always say that you've always been the weaker one out of you and me. Honey, you might feel like you're the weaker one out of you and me. But the truth is you're just as strong spiritually as I am. You're a female copy of my own soul. Think about that, honey.
Terrible.
You're a female copy of my own soul.
That's bad news.
I'm just a little surprised on some of the things you said because I can't see why that stuff would make you think it would hold you back.
Oh my goodness, look at all
Your
this.
mom isn't completely right. Heck, she's not even partly right. Sweetheart,
Videos here.
I don't mind if at the moment you'd need me by your side at all times. And you're probably right about one thing. When you said that you probably just need a hug, you just need our physical connection, that part of all the different types of connections there are, that one in general, you just need that one to connect. And you won't feel broken inside anymore like you said you feel. I can understand it. I can understand it. The only thing is obviously us males, we're meant to be stronger physically, mentally, obviously sexually, obviously. Since we have to be the ones doing all the work most of the time. But
let me get to this unzipper.
let's see, physically, mentally, sexually.
Okay.
This has got to be later, closer to the time of Dee Dee's murder, because look at how long his hair is and the facial hair and everything.
Yeah.
He looks a lot older than the other ones we've watched.
We're equal, I would have to say, in psychologically. Yeah. Psychologically. I had to freaking convert your video into the format of my TV before I watched it. And I obviously did it. Must admit, feels good to have.
Oh, wow.
Button.
Look at all, okay, I know y'all can't see this, but there's a bunch of pictures and stuff right here.
I did buy my Xbox. I did buy my TV. I did buy my fan that I have on, which is over there. But sweetheart, you're right when you say we'll be as a team. Yes, we will be as a team. You're right on that.
Okay.
But it's not as hopeless for yourself as you think it is. And Only thing I would ask for in return
I need a
for
destination.
my help
hotel.
and my devotion towards you and all the rest of it. Only thing I would ask for is you being okay with me things. Obviously, the whole sexual situation between you and me,
What?
as you know, I might have forced myself on you time just because I'm not mood.
Okay, wait a minute. What you say?
Second thing is non-stop affection. The third thing is you just staying true to me like you have been, even though you aren't around me right now. Yeah, you are not around me. If you're able to do it when you're not around me, which should be the hardest part, you should even have less trouble doing it when you are around me.
Okay.
I'm only sighing because I realize the road we have here to the future for us both to be truly happy. I mean, we're happy together, we're happy as a couple, we're happy too, but for us to be truly happy, we have to have all the connections made.
Okay.
The only missing is physical. And I believe as soon as you hug me, you're not going to want to go. You said it before. And I could actually see it because I could see it in your eyes when I was watching your video. I know you need me. I know you do.
This is why I feel bad for him
But-
because I'm kind of like,
I only said what I said to you about my minus bloodline is because it's true.
he's what?
And
Okay,
by the time I
hang on.
realized that it was
My
true,
minus
we
bloodline.
already did it. So no matter what, you're pretty much stuck to me while I could break apart at any moment. Of course, I'm not that way. I'm too gentlemanlike and too innocent like they would do it to you. So you can't ever see me breaking my bond with you. You can't ever see me doing it.
You know
And I
what he's talking
understand
about?
that
I
would be
mean,
naive
it
of
seems to
me
me
if
like
I
he's
did do it.
talking about, okay, hang on a minute. See, I mean, he's talking about some really weird things there, breaking apart, something about his bloodline. He could feel it any minute. Is he saying that he could become, manic or just become like completely, hang on, I'm sorry, girl, or become completely like unhinged on her at any time? That's what it seems like to me. But I don't. Oh, I can't undo you because you did. You did. Okay. Anyway, I
Maybe
mean,
he's talking about, breaking into one of the other personalities or the other characters.
okay, yeah, maybe so because that sounded so strange. What blood? What is he
Yeah,
talking
it's
about?
all just like, it's just so hard to follow because none of it makes any sense.
You're right. It doesn't. It makes no sense at all. Let me tell you. I know you can't see what I'm looking at, but when I moved those files over here so we could open them and look at them, they were in like a zip file. I know y'all know what that means. So I had to unzip the file. And then when you unzip the file, I mean, it's huge. I've got to go back and open these in an HTML, I mean, in a different form so that I can actually show them to you. So I'm not going to be able to show you all this tonight. We're going to have to just work through it because it is a bunch. It's huge. So I will get that fixed, but I just can't do it tonight because it's like I wish I could show you that. Oh, I think I can show it to you. Hang on a second. Let's go over here. It's not right there. Okay, let me see if I can find it over here. I've got a bunch of things all open at once. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" When I started seeing this. Okay, here we go. Okay, wait a minute. We're going to share the screen this way, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Okay, where's my StreamYard right there? Okay, now I'll come back to this, but let me show you this. Stop the screen, and we'll share the screen. You'll see this other thing. Share the screen. Okay, okay. See how that looks right now? I mean, you can't really. I have to I'm gonna have to work on this a little bit because there's no way for y'all to yeah. See, I mean, they're all like that. This is how they look. And there's like 50, 60, about 70 of these to a page. So we're gonna have to work on, I'll have to work on that. But anyway, we'll get to it. It's fine. We'll take care of it. Let's go back to
There
this.
is so much with this case, so much.
There is things that you never realized were there. And you're like, well, how could you, if nobody ever took the chance or nobody ever got the opportunity to get this stuff, there's no way we would know it. But whoops. Yeah. Do you? All right, there you go.
Pass the door. If you worship them, you're going to do absolutely anything for them. Absolutely. No,
What?
you're willing to murder for them if you want. If they want.
Whoa, wait a minute.
That's worship.
Now. Okay, wait a minute.
Plus, yeah.
You would be willing to do anything for me. In fact, hell, you'd murder for me. Well, are you saying that you worshiped her that way? Because it seems like projection here. Hello.
Yeah, definitely.
It sure does. Okay, let's listen a little bit more.
That's probably the biggest reason why I wouldn't go unless you pushed me away. Biggest reason why. Because I do worship you.
Uh-huh.
And you've treated me very well. Overall, you have treated me very well. Yes, you've given me a lot of heartache. You have. I've given you a lot too. But usually, you got to realize one thing, and I notice this as a pattern. Every single time that you've hurt me, I hurt you back. So if you never hurt me, this is what you said before, a long stretch of happiness. If you really want that, you'll stop hurting me in the first place. And I'll judge it as the moments you do hurt me, that's obviously the moments you wanted the happiness to stop. Because it's all based on your first action. It's based on how I'll react. Because usually whenever I was the first to react, I always react with positivity. Always. Unless it was something negative we're talking about. Where I can be positive and negative about where I trade on myself.
I mean, y'all do realize he's 27
But
years old.
other than that, seriously, honey, I can't see any reason for you to be worrying about our situation in the future. And by the thing I'll have you do when you get off of Earth, by the thing I'll have you do, you'll be able to walk, you'll be able to run, you'll be able to dance with me, you'll be able to do everything you've never been able to do before. You know, your full independence, physically.
Where's he going with this?
But other than that, honey,
He's so hard to follow.
He is.
I'm willing to wait until that day comes. So you crying about you not being able to dance with me is bull. Yes, it's bull.
He had no idea how real bull it
Yes,
was. Poor thing.
it's bullshit because you're gonna be able to do it. I am 100% positive about it. Because me and my spiritual brothers been talking one thing that would be
I tell you, this tells me that she has not told him the truth yet, because he would not be saying that if she's already told him the truth about, oh yeah, I can walk. You know, she's all bullshit. So she's still lying to him. But you know, I mean, well, he was 26 here, but when they got arrested, he was really almost 27. So this just doesn't sound like a 26-year-old conversation at all. I mean, it does sound more like a 16, 17-year-old, maybe a 15-year-old for, I don't know. So it's, see, he goes back and forth because he uses some big words, then he goes back over here with this stuff, and then he starts talking in the third person. And yeah, it's really hard for him to, it's hard to follow him. Now he's going to talk about spiritual brothers. What do you mean spiritual brothers? Let's see what this is.
the only option you would have to be able to do it permanently. I'll talk to you about it in person because that's when I'll get to see a reaction and such. And that's when it really matters. We did say goodnight the way I was hoping for the most part. Usually we just say goodnight, my love. You said have a good night, which is a little different. So you're wishing me a good night instead of saying have a good night, but in a sincere way. It's short. You know how they always say short and sweet?
Yeah.
That day. Alright, well, I might as well let this one now stop. Hopefully
So Maman says, I only knew about this from the shows like Dr. Phil. I never got into trying to understand what happened or why. So this is just shocking. You can tell he's intellectually disabled, in my opinion. Yeah, you can. You absolutely can. I mean, he's mentally, emotionally, he's very,
Psychologically, yeah.
yeah. He's got some very sick thoughts, and I don't know. I swear to God. Okay, listen. I've raised boys, and not one of my boys ever had any conversations like this, period, with anybody. I've never heard anything like this shit.
No,
You know, yeah.
I have all boys too, and I 100%.
I
Like,
mean,
not even anything close to this.
not even my baby, who's over there in college. I'm so proud of. I brag about him all the time, but I can't help myself. But I mean, he's very, very smart. But I mean, he's just never been. I mean, this is weird. Okay, this is weird. That's the word I'm going to say is weird. Yeah, it's weird. And so Gypsy's weird too, though. When you think about her conversations back to him, how weird this shit is. Here we go. Let's keep listening.
cheered up a little bit for this video. That was pretty much positive the entire time. And I'm glad you agreed to stop doing that thing you said before. You didn't have to do it again. I'm glad you agreed not to do it because that's the only way you can push me away where I'll actually see it as you're purposely trying to make me want to go away. Which the truth
You
is,
know,
I'll
if
never
my
want to.
child,
But if it becomes a need,
I
then
wonder
Hang on,
what
need
kind of
always overrides
conversations
the
he
want.
had with his
Usually.
parents. I can't
So,
imagine
yeah.
they would be much different than this. And if
All
my
right,
child
then.
came to me having
Okay.
these type of
Well, I'm up
conversations,
here.
I
we get that.
definitely would do something
I
about it.
let him go.
Yeah, I mean, I think he sat up there in that. I think he just sat up in his room, which was, in with his house. I don't think they ever paid any attention to anything he was doing. If they
Yeah,
would
and
have paid attention,
I
you
bet
know,
he didn't have any friends, any kind of normal socializing, anything. This was probably all created by movies and things that
oh
he
yeah,
watched and things that he saw. He probably based how he, talked to people, responded to people based on things that he has watched and really never had any real life situations that he could base any of his anything on.
well, if my 24, 25, 26-year-old child was living upstairs in my attic room, I wouldn't think that I would have to go listen to what he was doing. Except if you know your child is mentally disabled or dysfunction, I mean, has an issue, you're going to pay attention, aren't you? Or are you
Well,
too
one
busy
would
getting
think,
drunk?
he didn't work, he didn't hold down a job, he wasn't in
Mm-mm.
school, he didn't have any kind of normalcy in any aspect of his life.
Well, he did go to high school and he did graduate high school.
No, but at this age,
Yeah, yeah,
you know what I
yeah. At
mean?
that age, right, right.
There was no normal behavior for someone that's of that age. I mean,
No, there wasn't.
and you think that the dad would be like, well, geez, this isn't how I was at this age. This
Well,
is different.
he lived with his mom and his stepfather,
And his
right?
stepdad, yeah, but there's
Yeah,
still a
yeah,
man in the house. Like the
yeah.
man would have been like, this isn't normal. Like, we
That's
need
why
to
I
do
wonder.
something for this kid.
Wonder why nobody paid attention. It's sad. It really is. Let's see. How much longer? Okay, a little bit longer on this one. Then we'll find the next one.
My sweetheart, my blessing dream, good night, my sweetness of bliss, my female teddy bear.
See, that was 12-year-old.
And about you becoming more mature, you're destined to do it. You're destined. I have no doubt about that at all. I'm 100% positive you're going to do it. Honey, let's say I would have a mind of a 15-year-old, and I seem so much more mature. Am I? If I'm capable of it, then my twin female copy is capable of it too. Make sure you answer every single thing I mentioned in this video. Make sure you mention it all online.
That's interesting. Yeah, you would, as a parent, you would want to ensure they're okay and they don't get themselves in trouble and, into a depression, manipulated, etc. Get him the right therapy. Yeah, I would, but I know a lot of parents. Well, he wasn't even on his proper medication. He stopped taking it. They didn't make him take it. They didn't take him back to the doctor. They didn't do anything. Well, you're an adult. You can just get up there and do nothing. I don't know. It's weird. And look, he's telling her right there. They say I have the mind of a 15-year-old. So it
Yeah,
was
he
not
was
new.
probably told that his whole life.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But he thinks he's more mature than that based on what he just told her.
Right.
Very interesting stuff.
You go, each detail that I might have mentioned that might be new, and add it all to it. You gave me a lot to answer today. So you have no reason to not give me a lot to answer the day after you, or the day of you watch this video. All right. Reassurance, and then I'm going to obviously say goodnight after that. Final connect this. I'm going to adore you, my blessing queen. Then please have a blessing of a good night, my love.
Okay. Poor thing. Let's go to this. So that was number 10. Let me see. Is there an 11? Let's go see if we can find a number 11 because I know they have them all numbered in the order that they go in. So let's see. Nick. Let's see. Number. Let me see if we can look it up this way. Oops.
Could you imagine if they hadn't have murdered Dee Dee and they would have ended up being together? Could you imagine what that would have been like? And if they would have actually had a child together,
Oh my.
like, could you just imagine the life that would have been for them and for this child? And oh my God.
Oh, here's something interesting. Watch this real quick. This is from Chat GPT.
I only use the one card that I have over you. Gypsy.
Look at that.
So instead of planning an elaborate escape, you planned a murder.
Yes.
And asked him to stab her mother to death so that they could be together, stole money from her deceased mother's safe, and fled the state of Missouri.
And it's likely somewhere between 19 and 23.
I remember my mom had gave me this little glass house, and she said, one day this will be real. And now it finally is.
That's Gypsy 7 years ago, clutching her mother Dee Dee's hand, the woman she's now accused of asking her boyfriend, Nicholas Godejohn, to stab to death.
It's so easy to live here, and it's so peaceful.
The two were interviewed after Habitat for Humanity built them a handicapped accessible home because of Gypsy's disabilities. They said she was confined to a wheelchair.
We have an awesome bathtub. It's a jacuzzi tub meant for my muscles. Building the house has been incredible to see something that...
Yeah, y'all realize how old she was right there, right? She's trying to act like she's 12 or 13 years old, but she's really 16, 17, almost 18 years old right there. I mean, she absolutely knew that this was fraud. She absolutely knew that they were taking from people who need, they were illegally obtaining these things. There's no way she didn't know. And think about this. When I think about this, it always makes me so upset. And that is their little trip to Disney in December before June when she was, killed. That little trip, she is almost 24 years old, sitting over there, royal mashed potatoes like she's a damn 12-year-old. That makes me sick every time I think about it.
She could certainly play the part.
Oh, gosh, she's really good at it, isn't she? I mean, it's quite amazing. I might have to look at this we'll just go back over here and look at into the weeds and see if there's a number 11. That might help. I like how they numbered everything. Makes it easier. Let's see. Do they have one? Number 11? E11. What really? Okay, that's somebody else. Okay, let's see. I don't think they're going to have that way. Okay, well, I know I saw a 10. I know I saw GRB stolen baby clothes. Oh, God. They are bothered. They are bothered by this, even though he said he wanted all of it to come out. No, he didn't. He's lying. Oh, boy. Let me see if I can find that. Oh, that's somebody else altogether. Maybe I have to do it like this. Oh, 6 more. Here we go. There's number 7. Where's number 8? Disc 5. I mean, there's so many of them. All right. Well, I have to look at it
so much material on these two. I mean, you could literally spend days upon days upon days watching all of this stuff. Hours upon hours upon hours.
It's going to take me a long time to go through the Skype calls and get it all straight, but I will. I'll get it done. Let's go over here and look at his trial for a little bit. Here's the complete trial. The complete trial? Are you telling me?
Yeah, I saw that the other day.
Oh, gosh. His public defender, Nicholas Godejohn's bonus court content. Okay, here we go. Let's watch this one. I've not seen it. Oops. Okay. Ooh, that's weird. Okay. Let's make this bigger. All right, this is going to be bonus court content. Look how he looks right there.
If I get up just a second.
Should I slow it down?
No.
Thank you.
State of Wisconsin versus Nicholas Godejohn, 15 CF 754, signed to Judge Borey.
State by Kevin Osborne.
Nicholas Godejohn appears in person with Aaron Menden as a friend of the court. He was not evaluated yet because they weren't booked on into the jail, so it wasn't on the list, but we will do that as soon as possible.
No, it's in Big Bend.
What's the road?
The name of the road is Cherry Street.
Cherry Street.
Yes.
You know the zip code for Big Bend?
Is it 83?
53103?
Yeah.
I believe that's what it is.
Attorney Mendon, do you acknowledge receipt of the criminal complaint?
Yes, we waive its reading.
What is the state's position regarding bail?
Your Honor, Mr. Goodijahn, as well as Gypsy Blanchard, who will be out shortly, are charged with 2 felonies each in the state of Missouri, one of which is first-degree murder, which carries a potential of either life imprisonment or death. They have a $1 million bail in Missouri.
Ooh.
As far as I know, the only connection Mr. Goodijahn has with Missouri is that he went there to see Ms. Blanchard, and while there, at her behest, apparently, that's just based on his own statement, he did stab to death Gypsy Blanchard's mother. They then fled that jurisdiction, taking a bus back to Wisconsin. Strangely enough, they took the murder weapon, apparently, put it in a parcel and mailed it back to Big Bend so that it wouldn't be discovered in Missouri. Given the cash bail in Missouri, given the fact that he's fled that jurisdiction already and has no known ties to that jurisdiction, and perhaps most importantly, based upon the fact that he has a $1 million cash bail there, the state would ask for the same here. State's request is $1 million cash bail with the condition that he have no contact with Gypsy Blanchard.
Attorney Mendon, you had an opportunity to review the document?
I did.
Okay. And what is your response regarding bail?
We don't have any position on policy.
Okay. Having had an opportunity to review the information submitted in court today, court does believe that substantial cash bail is warranted and is ordering cash bail in the amount of $1 million.
$1 million.
Conditions of the bail are that the defendant have no contact with Gypsy Blanchard. He's also ordered not to leave the state of Wisconsin under his own power. So if he's transported by police, that's obviously a different scenario.
Right. I'd like to know what Gypsy's was. I wonder if she also got $1 million. Interesting.
With regard to a preliminary hearing, are you prepared to address that today? I'm sorry, it is an extradition. So we'll get you a date in front of Judge Bourne.
Thank you. That's great.
I can't imagine how he felt.
That's fine.
Okay. Did Gypsy do his haircut? Did you see that back there? It's a little bit. Oh, here we go. Whoa, bonus feature right here. Okay. They look alike, don't they?
State of Wisconsin versus Gypsy Blanchard, case number 15 CF755, assigned to Judge Bourne.
State by Kevin Allen.
I thought she was a homely girl.
They have the same attorney.
Probably public defender.
Gypsy Blanchard appears in person with Aaron Mendon as a part of the court.
Attorney Mendon, do you acknowledge receipt of the criminal complaint?
Yes, we waive its reading.
What is the state's position regarding bail?
Yeah, the state is once again requesting cash bail in the amount of $1 million. That's the bail in Missouri. I would note that this individual is alleged to have conspired with Nicholas Godejohn and asked him to stab her mother to death so that they could be together, and stole money from her deceased mother's safe and fled the state of Missouri, coming to the state of Wisconsin. She has no known ties to the state of Wisconsin other than her relationship with Mr. Godejohn. At this point in time, she's looking, just as Mr. Godejohn is, at 2 felony charges, most significantly one being first-degree murder, where the penalty is life imprisonment or death. So given those factors,
Look at
as
it.
the risk
I'm crying now.
substantial flight risk, and would ask that the court impose the same bail that Mr. Godejohn got of $1 million with conditions not to contact Mr. Godejohn and not to leave the state of Wisconsin, except as, I guess, if they are ultimately extradited.
Attorney Mendon?
No comments today.
Having reviewed the criminal complaint, court does believe that
Oh, God.
$1 million cash bail is warranted based upon the allegations. Court is ordering $1 million cash bail. Conditions
Oh,
are that the defendant have no contact with Nicholas Godejohn. She's also ordered not to leave the state of Wisconsin unless she is under a police escort. And
Too
we'll
late to
schedule this
cry.
in front of Judge Bourne.
It'll be that June 29th at 8:30 in branch 1.
Look how quickly they got her before that. So they're arrested June the 15th, and then June 29th, they're going to get extradited. That's crazy. All right, now.
In June of 2015,
I don't want to listen to that part right now, but that was interesting, wasn't it? What is this part 9? Let's look at part 9 for just a second. Here we go.
Welcome back to the channel.
I'm Billy Knox. Most people, when asked about their mom, go straight to emotion. Loving,
No, I don't
strict,
want to do this
kind.
because that is somebody else's. That's not Into the Weeds. Hang on a second. What is this one? What is she saying?
First, I want to ask you, why did you agree to do this interview with us?
The reason I've agreed to do
Oh, we
this-
watched this one already. Hang on. Okay. Man. Let me see. Go back over here. This is 2019, the sentencing. Let's watch the sentencing.
Though Nicholas Godejohn's first-degree murder conviction only came with one option, life without the possibility of parole, it's clear he's not happy with that sentence.
Before his sentence was read, Nicholas Godejohn had a chance to speak. He told the judge all he ever wanted was to be with Gypsy Blanchard, and that he's never known motherly
Look at
love
them,
or
they
a
look
close
alike.
relationship with any woman.
It's missing. This is a missing link. It's always been a missing link. It's always been one. And that's the reason why I guess when I got so deep into this situation where I fell in love so deeply.
Godejohn said he believes the saying that love is blind.
I admit it, I was blind in love.
He asked the judge for mercy, but his conviction for killing Claudine Blanchard came with only one possible sentence, life without parole.
It's a mandatory sentence. I don't have the ability to sentence you to anything different on that count, Mr. Godejohn.
Godejohn also received a 25-year sentence for his armed criminal action conviction, but he'll serve it at the same time.
We're very pleased with the outcome of the Godejohn case today.
The judge turned down the defense's motion for a new trial, which included arguments about the expert testimony allowed in the trial.
In this case, it would have allowed Dr. Frantz to testify that he believed he had diminished capacity.
There was a lot of argument about the expert witness in the trial, and I believe the judge followed.
Actually, I believe they're right that he should have been allowed to testify because he does have diminished capacity. You can clearly tell that by what we've seen and what we've heard and what we saw him write. I mean, absolutely. Absolutely. I think he should get a new sentence, but not be let out, you know? Sprinkle, what do you think?
Oh, I agree 100%. 100%.
He is extremely dangerous. And I know people are like, what do you mean? Some people don't think he is, but I think he is. I think he's very dangerous.
Oh, yeah. I don't think putting him in society would be a horrible, horrible decision.
What is this? You know, let's listen to his father. Let's listen to this right here, right quick. Here we go.
Well, for some reason, in my newest video I just posted about Nick's appeal update, I had a lot more information in that video that I had to take out because the video wouldn't pass review. So in regards to Nick's father making this post, I thought that was really interesting because the article that came out in the New York Post where Nick wrote to them, Nick said that he was just being patient for his true time to speak and that a lot of these questions will be answered in a foreseeable interview at the right time, which is not now. So that, coupled with his dad's post saying it's going to be a shocker, would make one think that Nick is going to tell us some information that maybe we don't know. By the way, you can no longer find that article. This is what comes up when you search it. So that's kind of weird. So for some reason, in my newest video I just posted about Nick's appeal update, I had a lot more information in that.
Oh, no. See, I think he's actually, if he gets out, I think he's actually going to tell that little secret. What do y'all think?
Well, I think the secret is that she had played a part in it, is what I think.
Okay.
I think she was in the room with him.
See, I think she went in there too. I really do. Okay. Oh, let's listen to Dan Glidewell. This is interesting right here. Dan Glidewell.
Gypsy Rose's ex-boyfriend Dan Glidewell testified in court, but it was not televised. And now that the FOIAs have been released, we now have the transcript of the testimony.
Oh, good.
I'm going to be reading a short excerpt of what he said in his testimony about Gypsy. So yeah, here it is. So I'm just going to put a face with the testimony. This is Dan. This was Gypsy's first boyfriend, even though she told Nick she had never had a boyfriend and told the court that she never had a boyfriend. So here's the face to the testimony.
Here we go.
Now, mind you, this transcript is from Nick's trial, not Gypsy, because Gypsy never went to trial. So that's why it may sound a little off, but it's because it's Nick's trial. Okay, I'm going to start. Further, counsel failed to establish that Gypsy suggested Nicholas did not need to wear gloves at the time of the unaliving.
Yeah, you know why.
This suggests that she wanted him to leave prints on the thing that he did it with. When first confronted by law enforcement that her mother was unalived, Gypsy feigned a complete lack of knowledge about her unaliving and stated that she would slap her boyfriend if he did something stupid. She tells the officer her birthday is in 1995 to make herself younger, when in fact it was 1991. She suggests she could call her mother for a list of her medications and tells the detective that her mother told her there was something dangerous about Nicholas and compared him to Jeffrey Dahmer. all suggestive of the fact that Gypsy planned to try and frame and implicate Nicholas and exonerate herself. Trial counsel was ineffective for unreasonably and prejudicially failing to investigate and present this evidence through Gypsy to support their theory and to contradict the state's theory of their case. Now, Dan Glidewell's part. Counsel was ineffective for failing to investigate a call Daniel Glidewell at trial. To call him, I'm sorry. Gypsy referenced a friend that she attempted to run off with in 2011. Had Mr. Glidewell been called, he would have, I can't see it because it's recording, that he met Gypsy Blanchard at VisionCon in Springfield, Missouri in 2011. He would testify that they communicated by Facebook or cell phone. Gypsy switched her cell phone accounts and usernames often. During this time period, they engaged in smexting and sent smexually explicit content to one another. Gypsy knew what she was doing smexually. In contemplating having smexual something together, Gypsy told him that she did not need her wheelchair and could move around like any normal girl. Gypsy sent him images of herself, including images of her doing stuff with a toothbrush. So this is where the toothbrush reference comes from, guys, right here in the testimony. He would testify.
Okay, so she had a brush for every cavity. Think about that, guys. Think about that. How disgusting. I will tell you, in this group of stuff that we have, there's all these Facebook messages and things. I mean, they're from her accounts. But I got to go through there and find the ones for Dan. And so I'm going to have to go through there and find them, and we'll put them together in a little stack so that we can look at those separate from everything else. But I just got to do that tomorrow. Here we go.
That Dee Dee called him and told him to stay away from Gypsy, claiming she was underage. But Gypsy claimed she was 18 and had identification to prove her age. At one point, he stopped communicating with her because of the age question. Gypsy continued to contact him, pleaded with him to stay in contact with her, and continued to insist that she was of age. Mr. Glidewell would testify that he sought treatment from Mercy Hospital in Springfield after he was injured in a fall from a balcony. He would testify that he invited Gypsy to come meet him because he was in pain and he wanted to be comforted. Gypsy arrived without her wheelchair and with a very large suitcase. She also had with her a 3-ring binder of multiple forms of identification to prove she was over 18 years old. Mr. Glidewell would testify that his cousin, Steve Fawcett, drove them all back to Mr. Fawcett's residence where Gypsy spent the night. Mr. Fawcett, Jenna, and another male were all present. Dan and Gypsy made plans for their future together. He would testify that the next morning they woke up to find Gypsy's mother, Dee Dee Blanchard, in the house. Dee Dee claimed that identifications were wrong. Gypsy was underage and told Dan to stay away. He would testify that they stayed in contact online until 2014 when he had a serious girlfriend. Even after telling Gypsy he was no longer interested, Gypsy continued for a long time to send highly provocative messages and images to try to get him to respond. Gypsy learned that he and his girlfriend broke up and mentioned that she had a boyfriend, Nicholas Godejohn. Dan felt that she would try to manipulate him to come to her rescue by using Nicholas to make him jealous. Sound familiar? Mr. Glidewell would testify that Gypsy messaged him in June of 2015. That is the same month that the crime happened. Close in time to the unaliving, asking to meet for coffee and say goodbye. He did not know if she wanted to have smex or just say goodbye, but he thought better of it and did not go. He will testify.
Okay, now that's super interesting because at the same time, she sent an email or she sent a message to, go to John saying, is it okay with you if I just go meet this person one last time, before I move to, Wisconsin? I just want to see him one last time before I move to Wisconsin. Here's what I think. I think she was trying to tell Dan that, hey, I want to be free of my mom here about, 12 hours from now today. And so let's make a plan to get together. See, she took a suitcase over there. She took a suitcase and all of her ID with her. She ran away to that guy's house. But there's another side of this story that the roommates had called Dee Dee and said, come get this crazy kid. She thinks she's going to live here, but we never agreed to this. That's what really happened at Dan Gladwell's house.
After he learned the fact that Gypsy's mother was unalived when she asked to meet with him, Counsel's failure to investigate and call Dan Glidewell as a witness at trial, Nick's trial, resulted in prejudice to Mr. Godejohn. You cannot tell me that that does not sound like the same exact Gypsy Rose that we are seeing play
Damn
out
sure
today.
is.
Like,
Damn sure
come on now,
is.
think about it, y'all. That literally is what she's doing. Not only that, but remember when she made that text message or phone call, whatever, I believe it was a text, to Nicholas Godejohn and asked him, hey, I'm about to go have coffee with a friend and we're going to do the hanky-panky, whatever. Is it okay? Or whatever she said to him. Supposedly Nick was on the way, right? So how did Dan already know that Dee Dee was gone whenever Gypsy called or texted him or whatever and said, can we meet up? And he refused because that was one of the reasons that I got out of that. That's what I got out of that. Is that what y'all got out of that? I don't know. Did I read that wrong?
So it's so weird.
I don't know. But if so, that's kind of
yeah. I mean, that is extremely strange, right? And you know, she does repeat the same behaviors. And I've always said history will repeat itself. It just will. So yes, I mean, I can see her doing something else when she doesn't get her way. Now, I will say this. I think some of what's going on right now might push her the wrong way. And the reason why I'm saying that is because she's becoming very frustrated. She's moved everything over to Instagram. Now she's reclaiming that she's, you know, Jesus, something about Jesus and all that stuff. And then she started just going wild with the copyright strike. She's getting very, very scared that her little gravy train of money is going to run out because nobody wants to hear her lie anymore. But I thought that was kind of interesting, you know. Let me see. What is number? Oh, that's the interrogation. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Oh, I wasn't going to say anything.
Okay. Episode Into the Weed. Oh, that's 2 years ago. All right. Well, that's not the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for the other one for Nicholas. We started watching this right here, and then we stopped. I wonder why we stopped. See, let's listen to this for a little bit. I can't wait to go through these things tomorrow and get that straightened out for you. You know, he's scared to death right there. I do think that he thought he was going to walk out of there too. I think they both thought they were walking out and going home because they're, you know, there's something wrong with them. They have mental deficiencies or whatever their different abilities are, you know. He's like, oh gosh, let me see. See if we can make this bigger. Where is it? I don't see that little.
Well, he really thought he did the right thing.
I know that's what's
that
weird,
point,
right?
You know,
he did at that point. It was much later that he realized, oh my gosh, she's throwing me under the bus. So the new diagnosis changes. Look at that little bleep right there from True Crime Nurse. The new diagnosis changes everything. Her mom was right. Maybe we ought to watch that one a little bit too. Let's see. Let me see if I can speed it up to where he starts talking. Hang on. Let's see. If anybody going to come in. Okay, he's looking back because somebody's coming in the door, I think. Let me see. Okay, I'll keep going here. Let me see. Damn. Look on his face is like, uh-oh. I hope it's not just this the rest of the time. Here, let's see. I thought they came back in there and talked to him for a little bit and then went back out. Where's his shoes? Oh, listen. No closed caption. Oh, you can't get closed caption or subtitles. I want to know what he's saying. He's looking at his cuts. Gosh, what is he saying? You think you can hear that? Do you hear what he's saying?
No, I can't.
Me neither. I wish I could. Let me see if I can. It's up all the way over there. Okay. You know what else? You know what else is in all this stuff that I have over here that I need to go through and actually take it out of the zip files? All the pictures of there's the crime scene photos. There's the photos of their cuts and stuff that are on them because they did take photos of them because they both had injuries all over them from this event. I mean, cuts and bruises and bites and all kinds of things. It was really kind of gross what I saw so far, but I was like, golly, they did provide everything. I wish I could hear what he's saying. Oh, look, there it is. Okay. Duh, stupid. Let's see. Is he going to say anything else? He's looking like, come on, man. Come on in here. Try to see if I can stop it. Okay. Come on. You think they leave them in there like that just so they will say something?
Yeah, I think they do. I think that there's a reason they do that.
Me too. I think it is so they'll say something. I don't think he's going to say anything else. I don't think they come back in at this point. Okay, let me go see if there's next one. I think there's another one that goes to this. Hang on a second. Where was that one? Okay, so that's disc 1. I wonder if there's a disc 2. Let's see if there's a disc 2. Okay, let's do that for real quick. I know we can't stay on very long. I know you're tired. I get it. I understand. Disc 2. Into the weeds. Oh, here's disc 2. Looky here. Let's see. I wonder if you can see the closed captions not available on either one of them. That sucks. You know what's sad about this, though? When that lady comes back in here and she starts talking to him. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't the door just open? Hang on. I thought I saw a door open. There we go.
As a chance to hold her because I just don't know fully what's going on, but all I know is that we're being questioned because I can tell by a detective asking for her, me in general, and her too because they're both together. But I can tell that we're being questioned.
Okay.
But that's all I really know of. I don't know what it's for though.
Okay. All right.
You don't.
So yeah, you'll do what you can.
Yeah, I will find out, and like I said, that's above my pay grade, so I'll have to ask a supervisor.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And I'll let you know.
All right.
Hang on a second, though.
Okay, thank you.
Now, you see what he said? Okay, just a second. I want to hear exactly what he said when the guy first came in. Okay, here we go. Let's wait for this and see what he says. I cannot believe this is how really mentally immature he is.
All right.
Well, you're being interrogated because you've murdered somebody. You've been arrested because you've murdered somebody. You're sitting there waiting to be, interrogated or talked to. And if I'm hearing this right, can I hold Gypsy? What? Are you kidding me? I mean, has he not watched any movies or anything?
Yeah, he has no. He's like not in reality.
No, I mean, this is completely strange. We're going to listen carefully what he says. Oh, I can't wait to get this stuff broke down. I didn't realize I could not open it until I started talking to y'all. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, look, he's trying to get their attention. He's got to be cold.
I was wondering, because I asked 2 other detectives earlier.
Yeah.
One I think is when I call him Bob, and then the one that you got to talk to earlier. Anyways,
Brad.
Yeah, Brad.
Yeah.
That's the other one. Oh, okay. Anyways, I asked for a request earlier.
Okay.
My request was if I could hold Gypsy once. That's my request.
Yeah.
And they said they see what they can do, but I don't know.
Well, I hate that it sounds like a broken record, but I'll have to find out when she's back or if she's back. If my bosses would have to approve that as supervisor, so my lieutenant or whatever, and I will talk to them at that point. And
they're being so nice.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Why do you say one last time?
Oh, no, I just said not last time. I just meant to say it as
Oh, yes, you did.
a chance to hold her, because I just don't know fully what's going on, but all I know is that we're being questioned, because I can tell by a detective asking for her, me in general, and her too, because we're both together, but I can tell that we're being questioned.
Okay.
But that's all I really know. I don't know what it's for though.
What?
Okay. All right.
So yeah, you'll do what you can.
Yeah, I will find out, and like I said, that's above my pay grade, so I'll have to ask a supervisor.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And I'll let you know.
All right.
Let me know if you need anything else.
Okay. Thank you.
That is shocking. It's really shocking. It really is. I mean, to sit there and he would say something like that. And did he say one last time to that officer, or did the officer say to him back one last time?
I don't think he said one last time.
Okay, good. Because I'm thinking, what? I mean, if he would have said one last time, then he would have known, yes, you do know why you're there. But how can you sit there and say you don't know why you're there? You've taken somebody's life. You've been arrested. You're on the run. I mean, what the hell?
Because he thinks he was protecting her. He thinks he did the right thing.
See, when you're talking like that, it seems like he's like a 10-year-old instead of a 15, 16, 17-year-old. Because I can see a 10-year-old saying, well, I was supposed to protect her. I'm the man. I'm supposed to do that, and not realize they're going to go to jail. But as 15, 16-year-old, they know the difference between right and wrong, don't they? Doesn't he?
They should, but
yeah, that's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, girl. That is very strange. I never really paid that much attention to that before. Let's see. Does she come back in there? Does he say anything else? I wish the closed caption would work. I really do. Oh, shit. Let's see. All right. I'll just see if they come back in or he says anything. Wait a minute, I missed it. Hey, hang on a minute.
Anyways,
Okay, go past that, and then we'll come over here. Wait a minute. Okay, now we'll listen for a second. It was 49 degrees outside. That's cold. Yeah, he says something over here. Let's see. Come on, Nick, start talking. Yeah. Oh, it feels like 39. Yeah, it's cold. All right, come on. I'm gonna have to go downstairs in a minute. My husband's trying to go to bed. And I can hear my dogs running around playing. He's tired sitting there. I wonder how long he's been in there. Hours, I'm sure. Yes, there he goes. I wonder if I put this one on. Let me see if I can make out what he's going to say. So pathetic. The air conditioner's loud, isn't it?
Yeah.
I put on my noise canceling so I can see what he's saying. Come on, dude, start talking. I'm just inching it up so we don't miss it. He's saying something.
Yeah, I know, and I can't really tell you anything either. So
okay.
I need to talk to you. Is that what's your hand taped up from? Is that from this morning or?
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, you're doing okay right now?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Oh, yes. Come on, come on.
I'm doing okay. I mean, I got fit and that Gypsy's okay. And then she's coming back and then she might be back. Oh, I should have asked him. Wait, it's been a couple hours. At 4 o'clock, I'm gonna ask him. I don't know fully what's going on. All I know is I'm brought in for questioning. This is much that I really know because they asked me specifically. However, asked her to brought her to end just because they don't know if it's her who did something, what's her name did something, or who it was.
What? Does he say anything else? Let's see.
A condition she has to have medication for it.
Yeah, meds.
Yeah, meds. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, because it's already been a couple hours since she's been there. I don't know how much longer it could possibly be.
Yeah.
Because really I'm okay, except
I think she's doing fine, from what I've heard. But
okay, because that's the only other thing right now is that besides, in the overall sense I'm fine, but I'm also worried about her, and that's the only thing I'm worried about right now.
okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess she's doing fine. And I've only heard that from the guy that was out here before with you, Brad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's what I've heard. I haven't seen her. I don't know anything further. Like I said, I just started at 2:30 here. So.
Okay.
All right.
All right. And the last thing I wanted to ask you is I used to know the name of the sheriff because I got the chance because he was been on an article before because he was isn't he pro gun? I think
that was our old sheriff.
It was our old sheriff. Oh, there's a new sheriff in now?
Yeah, we had a new sheriff since January.
New sheriff.
Yeah, the old one retired.
Oh.
Yeah. Not everybody gets to retire.
Oh, I understand that. I understand that, but that seemed like such a good sheriff.
Yeah, I think he's a good guy.
So then who's in the sheriff position now then?
It's Sheriff Severson.
Severson?
Yeah.
How is he?
He's fine. Yeah.
Is he good? Sheriff?
Yeah, I guess. I'm working for him.
Oh, yeah, I'm just wondering.
He's all right to me.
Yeah.
Like a good guy.
Okay. Well, yeah, please, if you can give me an update on the situation with him.
I will update you as soon as I know.
That's all I can ask for.
Okay.
The only other request
Yeah,
I have.
if you need anything, just give me a wave.
All right, and obviously I already know about the other one I mentioned. Obviously you guys have to superior with it, but I hope he gives the okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be up to their.
Yeah, because I am so worried about her.
Okay.
I mean,
I know I
had like one sandwich and then another sandwich. I couldn't finish it because I was like so scared, like sick for her. Because I actually have a record for a misdemeanor because she has no record at all.
Okay.
And she isn't used to this type of environment.
Okay.
And I never planned to go back in this environment, so that's the reason why I'm confused on why I'm here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I never plan to go back in this environment. I'm confused as to why I'm here. Think about that statement he just made. Because they never planned to get caught. They thought they were just going to do this, run off, and that was that. And that would be the end of it, and they would go on with their life. Here's a question I have for everybody. When you think about this case, here's a question I have for everybody. Okay. Oh, did you watch my little short I did earlier where they were collecting money to go to this thing in New York in the month of June 2015, which is exactly the same month that she had her mother killed? They were collecting this money, and it was a special medical thing where it was anyway, she didn't want to go to that. I think that is another reason why she killed her mother. I think she didn't want to go to that because when they had their session with the doctor there, that was a special session they were going to have, the doctor would have known she was faking it right then and there. That it would all been over.
Absolutely.
Yeah, hang on. All right. I am going to have to cut this short. So anyway, we'll have to come back to this later. Y'all have a good evening. Thank you for coming by. And we'll just get back onto this later. Let me get this other stuff broke down and we can actually read it. And we'll just call it a day for today. Okay? I'll see y'all tomorrow. Be careful. Take care of yourselves. And hug your little babies. Good night, guys.
And hug your babies.
Bye.
Good night.